Hi there, I'm Crystal Gazer and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to look at levelling and XP gain in Guild Wars 2, and I want to say a great big thank you to Greenergarth for suggesting this topic. So the way the majority of MMOs and RPGs seem to work is that the bigger or higher level mob you kill, the better the rewards you're going to get, and that'll include your XP gain. That allows people to just go and kill a bunch of things that are much higher level than them, especially if you take a higher level player and get the final killing blow, and just power through your levels. While that style of power leveling works really well in games like RuneScape, Final Fantasy XI and WoW, it's not how ANET have set up Guild Wars 2. So let's have a look at the XP gain system in this game. So the system in Guild Wars 2 is based on your contribution towards whatever activity that you're doing. That's why power leveling, in the traditional sense, does not work. Now, the game's not really going to stop you from going into those areas, but personally I'd say it's inadvisable because you're not going to have everything that you need yet. You're not going to have the traits that you need. You're not going to have the skill set, as in the weapon skills that you need. You're not going to have the gear yet. So if you want to go Dark Souls your way through Guild Wars 2, that's up to you. If that's your playstyle, sure, go for it. But you're not going to level very quickly because being undergeared and not having all your skills, not having the traits yet, you are not going to be contributing as much as people who are that level or higher. While I wouldn't advise going into higher level areas, lower ones, go for it. Basically, everything that you're essentially going to be penalized for in the higher ones, you are going to be rewarded for in the lower ones. You're going to have better gear. You're going to have access to more traits. You're going to have access to more skills. You're going to be contributing more. Another great thing about this system, in my opinion, is the fact that you're rewarded a percentage of what you need to get to your next level. That's not the next level of the area you're in. That's the next level for your character. So if you're, say, a level 70 character and you go into a starter zone and do an event, you are going to be rewarded with a percentage of what you need to get to level 71. By now, you're probably starting to see a pattern emerging here. For those of us that have been playing for a while, the quickest way to actually level a new character is going to be to use your Insta Scrolls, your Tomes of Knowledge, your Writs of Experience. If you haven't got enough of those things, then you can play PvP and World v World on your other characters and use the reward tracks that have Tomes of Knowledge on them. I will put a slight disclaimer on this in that if you've never played the class you're now playing, it might be worth just slowing down how quickly you could level, just so that you can get to grips with the character a little bit more easily, so that you're not hitting level 80, having everything unlocked, and then going, shit, what do I do now? So for you new players, I am going to be sticking to PvE for leveling. That's just because you start there and it's probably where you're going to feel the most comfortable. If you're comfortable in PvP, by all means, go ahead, play it, pick reward tracks that have got Tomes of Knowledge in, use your Insta 80 boost, though same caveat with that, you probably want to slow down how quickly you're leveling just so that you don't hit level 80 and then you've got this entire system that you've never seen before open up for your build. This game really rewards exploration and just getting involved in general. So every time you find a new part of the map, do a heart quest, find a POI, Vista, waypoint, do a jumping puzzle, gather materials, do an event, all of that gives you XP. Mob farming is the least effective way in this game of gaining XP. The game also gives you a bit of an incentive to try and clear the map on multiple characters. Just quickly then, map clearing is doing all the hearts, POIs, vistas and waypoints on a map. Now if you do that, you get a bit of extra XP. You also get a small material reward that actually scales up when you clear it with multiple characters. So each time you do the map, you get a slightly better material reward. Not only that, it contributes towards the world completion achievement, which obviously gives you achievement points and XP, which is great. But the big thing you want from it is the 2 gifts of exploration, which are components within specific legendary items. While you're map clearing, I would suggest that you be gathering materials, because like I've said, just gathering them gives you XP. But then you can also sell the materials if you need some gold, or you can do crafting. Now, crafting is another good way of gaining XP because as you level up, you gain XP from it. So you'll either need the gold to be able to buy the materials you need to level up your crafting, or you'll need to farm them. Now, if you're doing it while you're map clearing, it won't feel so much like farming because you've got a diverse range of activities to do. The last method that I actually want to say about is story. Story, it kind of speaks for itself. You just go and play your story. That will give you a fair whack of XP. There are quite a lot of different items you can use to speed up the process. So like food, utilities, guild enhancements, banners that guilds put down, single-use consumable items like the ones you get in Black Lion chests as daily login rewards, birthdays, rewards for other shit. There's the writs of experience, tomes of knowledge that I mentioned earlier. And then also if you're prompted to switch maps, I would advise doing so because that also gives you a little bit of a buff. I guess what this video boils down to is mob clearing really slow. Playing the game much quicker. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Shameless plug time. Those of you that are subscribers may have noticed that I now have a Discord link in my channel. It's for EASM. They're a gaming community, basically. We all play multiple different video games. I'm the games manager for Guild Wars 2 in there. And if you want to hang out, you want to ask me questions directly, want to play other video games, not just Guild Wars, I know, controversial. But yeah, come and join the server. You'll all be welcome. Anyway, thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.